Hello, my friend. I'm really happy you're here today. Before we begin, I want to ask you a simple question. What are you waiting for? Really? Take a moment and think about it. How long have you wanted to speak English fluently? Maybe 1 year, maybe 3 years, maybe even more. During that time, maybe you have watched many English videos, saved many tips, grammar rules, memorized many new words, and told yourself, one day, I will speak English fluently. But even after doing all of that, maybe a part of you still feels stuck. Maybe you understand English when you listen. Maybe you can read English slowly. Maybe you know many words in your mind. But when it is time to speak, your words do not come out smoothly. Your mind becomes busy. Your mouth feels slow. And you start thinking, why can I understand English, but I cannot speak it easily? My friend, if this is your problem, you are not alone. Many English learners feel the same way. They study English for months or even years, but they still feel nervous when they need to speak. They know what they want to say in their own language. But when they try to say it in English, they stop. They search for words. They worry about mistakes. They think about grammar. They feel pressure. And because of that pressure, they become quiet. But today, I want you to understand something important. Speaking English fluently is not magic. It is not only for special people. It is not only for people who live in English-speaking countries. Speaking English fluently is a skill, and like every skill, it can improve when you train it in the right way every day. So, in today's lesson, I want to help you build a simple 30-day way of thinking. I do not want you to believe that after 30 days, you will know every word in English. That is not real. I do not want you to think that after 30 days, you will never make mistakes again. That is not real either. But I want you to believe something much more useful. In 30 days, you can become more comfortable with English. In 30 days, you can speak more sentences out loud. In 30 days, you can build a daily habit. In 30 days, your mouth can become more familiar with English sounds. Your brain can become faster with simple sentence patterns. Your confidence can become stronger. And most importantly, English can stop feeling like something far away and start feeling like something you use every day. My name is Jack Ma, and today I will guide you slowly and clearly. We'll talk about how to practice English in a simple way for 30 days. We will focus on daily life English because daily life is the best place to build fluency. You do not need difficult words to begin. You do not need perfect grammar to begin. You do not need a speaking partner every day to begin. You can start with the English you already know. You can start with your morning routine. You can start with your food, your work, your family, your phone, your feelings, your plans, and your simple daily actions. When you learn to talk about your real life in English, English becomes more natural. It becomes connected to you. It becomes part of your day. Maybe you are waiting until you feel more ready. Maybe you are waiting for more free time. Maybe you are waiting for a perfect routine, a perfect teacher, a perfect course, or a perfect speaking partner. But my friend, here is the truth. Most learners do not stay stuck because they are not smart. They do not stay stuck because they are lazy. And they do not stay stuck because they have no ability. Many learners stay stuck because they keep learning English passively. But they do not train English actively. They listen, they read, they watch, and they understand. But they do not give their mouth enough practice. They do not give their brain enough speaking repetition. They do not give their confidence enough small wins. This is why 30 days of daily speaking practice can help you so much. Not because 30 days is magic, but because daily repetition changes your relationship with English. When you speak English every day, even for a short time, your brain starts to understand that English is not just a school subject. English is not only something you study at night when you have time. English is something you can use while making tea, cleaning your room, walking outside, looking at your phone, planning your day, or talking about your feelings. This is how fluency grows. Fluency grows when English becomes normal. Now, before we go deeper, I want you to imagine something. Imagine yourself 30 days from now. You are not perfect, but you are different. You wake up in the morning and you can say simple sentences in English without feeling afraid. You can say, I woke up early today. I feel a little tired, but I am ready to start my day. You can look at your breakfast and say, I am having tea and bread. I like simple food in the morning. You can think about your plans and say, today, I need to finish my work. After that, I will practice English for 10 minutes. These sentences are not difficult, but they are powerful. Why? Because they are real. They belong to your life. And when you can speak about your real life, you start building real fluency. Many learners make one big mistake. They think fluency means speaking about big topics with advanced words. They think they must talk about business, politics, science, or deep ideas before they can feel fluent. But real fluency begins with simple things. Can you talk about your morning? Can you talk about your food? Can you talk about what happened yesterday? Can you explain what you need? Can you say how you feel? Can you ask simple questions? Can you answer someone without freezing? These small daily skills are the foundation of fluent English. So let's begin with a simple practice right now. I want you to listen first, then repeat after me slowly. Do not rush. Do not worry about sounding perfect. Just let your mouth move. Repeat after me. I want to speak English more fluently. Again, I want to speak English more fluently. Now say, I will practice a little every day. Again, I will practice a little every day. Now say, I do not need to be perfect to start. Again, I do not need to be perfect to start. Very good. These sentences are simple, but they are training your mind. You are not just learning English. You are teaching yourself to begin. For the next 30 days, I want you to think about English practice like exercise. If you exercise one time for 3 hours and then stop for 2 weeks, your body will not change much. But if you exercise a little every day, your body slowly becomes stronger. English is the same. If you study English for 5 hours one day and then do nothing for many days, your speaking will not grow fast. But if you speak English for 10 or 15 minutes every day, your mouth becomes stronger. Your memory becomes stronger. Your confidence becomes stronger. Small practice every day is better than big practice once in a while. Now, let's talk about the first important step for your 30-day fluency journey. You must stop waiting for perfect English. This is very important. Many learners do not speak because they are afraid of mistakes. They think, what if my grammar is wrong? What if my pronunciation is bad? What if someone laughs? What if I forget a word? These thoughts feel heavy. They stop you before you even begin. But, my friend, mistakes are not your enemy. Silence is the real enemy. Mistakes can be corrected. Mistakes can teach you. Mistakes show that you are trying. But if you never speak, your speaking skill cannot grow. So from today, I want you to give yourself permission to speak imperfect English. Say simple sentences, make small mistakes. Correct yourself gently. Try again. This is how real learners grow. A fluent speaker is not someone who never made mistakes. A fluent speaker is someone who continued speaking even when mistakes happened. Remember this sentence. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is movement. Fluency means your words can move. Maybe slowly at first, maybe with pauses, maybe with small errors, but still moving. Let's practice this idea out loud. Repeat after me. I can speak even if I make mistakes. Again. I can speak even if I make mistakes. Now say, mistakes help me learn. Again, mistakes help me learn. Now say, I will keep going. Again, I will keep going. Good. Say it one more time with more confidence. I will keep going. Excellent. Now let's make this practical. On day 1 of your 30-day practice, your job is not to speak for 1 hour. Your job is not to memorize 100 words. Your job is very simple. Speak about your day for 2 minutes. That is all. You can say very easy sentences like, today is Monday. I woke up at 7. I washed my face. I drank tea. I checked my phone. I went to work. I felt busy. In the evening, I practiced English. This may sound too simple, but it is not too simple. It is exactly what your brain needs. Your brain needs repetition with real life. Your mouth needs practice with normal sentences. Your confidence needs small success. Try this with me now. Repeat slowly. Today, I woke up early. Again. Today, I woke up early. I washed my face. Again. I washed my face. I made breakfast. Again, I made breakfast. I checked my messages. Again, I checked my messages. I started my work. Again, I started my work. I felt busy, but I stayed calm. Again, I felt busy, but I stayed calm. Very good. Now let's connect the sentences together. Repeat after me. Today, I woke up early. I washed my face. I made breakfast. I checked my messages. I started my work. I felt busy, but I stayed calm. This is how you should practice. First, say small sentences. Then connect them. Then say them again more smoothly. You do not need to create difficult English. You need to create useful English. Useful English is the English you can use today. Useful English is the English that helps you talk about your life. And when you practice useful English every day for 30 days, you start feeling more natural. The second important step is to build sentence patterns. Many learners try to memorize single words, but when they speak, they do not know how to use those words in a sentence. That is why sentence patterns are so powerful. A sentence pattern is like a small road. When you know the road, you can change the words and make many sentences. For example, the pattern I want to is very useful. You can say, I want to learn English. I want to speak better. I want to practice every day. I want to improve my pronunciation. I want to feel more confident. One pattern can give you many sentences. Let's practice this pattern together. Repeat after me. I want to speak English fluently. Again. I want to speak English fluently. I want to practice every day. Again. I want to practice every day. I want to sound more natural. Again. I want to sound more natural. I want to understand native speakers. Again. I want to understand native speakers. I want to feel confident when I speak. Again. I want to feel confident when I speak. Now let's use another pattern. I need to. This pattern helps you talk about responsibilities and goals. Repeat after me. I need to practice speaking. Again. I need to practice speaking. I need to listen carefully. Again. I need to listen carefully. I need to learn useful phrases. Again. I need to learn useful phrases. I need to stop being afraid. Again. I need to stop being afraid. I need to speak a little every day. Again. I need to speak a little every day. Good. Now notice something. You are already speaking useful English. You are not studying a long grammar rule. You are using English. This is the secret. If you want to speak English fluently in 30 days, You must use English every day. Not only learn about English. Learning about English is helpful, but using English is what builds fluency. You can watch lessons, but you must also speak. You can read grammar, but you must also make sentences. You can listen to English, but you must also repeat and respond. So today, I want you to make a small promise to yourself. Not a big promise that feels heavy. Not a perfect promise that you cannot keep. Just a small promise. For the next 30 days, speak English out loud every day for at least 10 minutes. Talk about your day. Repeat useful sentences. Practice sentence patterns. Describe what you see. Ask and answer simple questions. If you do not know a word, use a simple word. If you make a mistake, smile and try again. If you feel shy, speak softly at first. But do not stop. Remember, your English voice is already inside you. Maybe it is quiet right now. Maybe it feels weak. Maybe it feels nervous. But it is there. Every time you practice, you make that voice stronger. Every sentence is a small step. Every day is a small victory. And after 30 days, you may not be perfect, but you will not be the same learner anymore. You will be someone who started. You will be someone who practiced. You will be someone who proved through daily action that fluent English is not just a dream. It is a habit you can build. Now let's begin with the first thing you need to understand about speaking English fluently in 30 days. Fluency does not mean speaking very fast. Fluency does not mean using big words. Fluency does not mean sounding perfect like a native speaker. Real fluency means you can express your thoughts clearly, calmly, and naturally. It means you can say what you want to say without stopping every few seconds. It means your brain and your mouth can work together. And this is something you can train step by step, even if you are busy, even if you feel shy, and even if your English is not perfect right now. Many learners think they need more vocabulary before they start speaking. They say, I will speak when I know more words. But my friend, this thinking can keep you waiting for a very long time. Of course, vocabulary is important, but you do not need thousands of difficult words to start speaking. You need useful words. You need daily words. You need words that help you talk about your life, your feelings, your plans, your problems, your work, your family, and your day. If you can use simple English clearly, you are already moving toward fluency. Think about your normal day. You wake up, you check your phone, you wash your face, you drink tea or coffee, you eat breakfast, you go to work, school, or start your tasks at home. You talk to people. You feel happy, tired, busy, worried, or calm. You make plans. You solve problems. You rest. You sleep. This is your real life. And this real life is the best classroom for your English. If you can describe your normal day in English, you already have something powerful to practice every day. So for the next 30 days, I want you to make English part of your daily life. Not in a stressful way, not in a difficult way, in a simple way. When you wake up, say one sentence in English. You can say, I am awake now. Then say, I feel sleepy, but I need to start my day. When you wash your face, say, I am washing my face. When you make breakfast, say, I am making breakfast. When you look at your phone, say, I am checking my messages. These sentences are very simple, but they are training your mouth to use English in real moments. Let's practice this together now. Repeat after me slowly. I am starting my day. Again, I am starting my day. I am getting ready. Again, I am getting ready. I am making breakfast. Again, I am making breakfast. I am checking my phone. Again, I am checking my phone. I have many things to do today. Again, I have many things to do today. Very good. Now let's make it a little longer. Repeat after me. I am starting my day. I am getting ready. I am making breakfast. I am checking my phone. I have many things to do today. Good. This is how you build speaking flow. First, you practice small sentences. Then, you connect them together. One reason many learners cannot speak fluently is that they practice English only inside their mind. They think in English silently. They read silently. They watch videos silently. They understand silently. But speaking is not silent. Speaking needs your mouth. Speaking needs sound. Speaking needs rhythm. If you want to speak English fluently, you must hear your own voice in English. At first, it may feel strange. You may feel shy, even if you are alone. But after some days, it becomes normal. Your mouth becomes more comfortable. Your tongue becomes more flexible. Your brain starts finding words faster. This is why speaking out loud is so important. You do not need to shout. You do not need to speak loudly. You can speak softly. You can speak in your room. You can speak while walking. You can speak while cooking. You can speak while looking in the mirror. The important thing is that English must come out of your mouth every day. Even 5 minutes is useful if you do it daily. 10 minutes is better. 15 minutes is excellent. But do not wait for one free hour. Many people wait for a perfect time and then they never practice. Start small. Start today. Start with one sentence. Now let's practice a small daily speaking routine. I'll give you simple sentences and you can repeat them after me. Say, today I will practice English. Again, today I will practice English. I do not need a perfect time. Again, I do not need a perfect time. I can practice for 10 minutes. Again, I can practice for 10 minutes. I can speak about my life. Again, I can speak about my life. I can improve step by step. Again, I can improve step by step. Excellent. Now connect it together. Today, I will practice English. I do not need a perfect time. I can practice for 10 minutes. I can speak about my life. I can improve step by step. Now let's talk about your 30-day goal. Your goal is not to become perfect in 30 days. Your goal is to become active in 30 days. There is a big difference. A passive learner waits, watches, saves videos, reads tips, and hopes to improve. An active learner speaks, repeats, answers, records, listens, corrects, and tries again. If you become an active learner for 30 days, your English will feel different. You will stop feeling like English is only information. You will start feeling like English is a skill you can use. For the first 7 days, keep your practice very simple. Talk about your day every day. In the morning, speak about what you will do. In the afternoon, speak about what you are doing. At night, speak about what you did. This one habit can help you build past, present, and future English naturally. In the morning, you can say, today, I will work. I will study English. I will call my friend. I will clean my room. In the afternoon, you can say, I am working now. I am drinking tea. I am feeling a little tired. I am trying to stay focused. At night, you can say, today, I worked. I studied English. I talked to my friend. I learned something useful. Let's practice this. Repeat after me. Today I will study English. Again, today I will study English. I will practice speaking for 10 minutes. Again, I will practice speaking for 10 minutes. I will use simple sentences. Again, I will use simple sentences. I will not be afraid of mistakes. Again, I will not be afraid of mistakes. Good. Now present time. Repeat after me. I am practicing English now. Again. I am practicing English now. I am speaking slowly. Again. I am speaking slowly. I am training my mouth. Again. I am training my mouth. I am becoming more confident. Again, I am becoming more confident. Good. Now past time. Repeat after me. Today I practiced English. Today I practiced English. I spoke simple sentences. Again, I spoke simple sentences. I made some mistakes, but I continued. Again, I made some mistakes, but I continued. I am proud of myself. Again, I am proud of myself. This kind of practice is powerful because it teaches your brain how English works in real life. You are not memorizing grammar rules separately. You are using grammar naturally inside useful sentences. You are learning how to talk about what you will do, what you are doing, and what you did. These three areas are very important for daily conversation. Most normal conversations use them again and again. What are you doing? What did you do yesterday? What will you do tomorrow? How do you feel? What do you need? What do you want? If you can answer these questions smoothly, your speaking will improve quickly. Let's practice answering simple questions now. Imagine someone asks you, "What are you doing today?" You can answer, "Today, I am working and practicing English." Repeat after me. Today, I am working and practicing English. Again. Today, I am working and practicing English. Now, imagine someone asks, "How do you feel today?" You can say, "I feel a little tired, but I am okay." Repeat after me. I feel a little tired, but I am okay. Again. I feel a little tired, but I am okay. Now imagine someone asks, "What did you do yesterday?" You can say, "Yesterday, I worked, rested, and watched an English lesson." Repeat after me. Yesterday, I worked, rested, and watched an English lesson. Again. Yesterday, I worked, rested, and watched an English lesson. Now, I want you to understand something very important. You do not need to give long answers every time. Many learners freeze because they think their answer must be perfect, long, and impressive. But in real life, simple answers are normal. If someone asks, "How was your day?" you can say, "It was good, but a little busy." That is enough. If someone asks, "What are you doing?" you can say, "I am finishing some work." That is enough. If someone asks, "Do you like learning English?" you can say, "Yes, I like it, but speaking is still difficult for me." That is enough. Simple English can still be clear, natural, and useful. For your 30-day today fluency practice, I want you to build a small notebook of useful daily sentences. Do not write random difficult words. Write sentences you can actually use. Write things like, "I need more time." "I am not sure." Can you say that again? "I agree with you." "I do not understand this part." "Let me think for a moment." "I will try my best." That sounds good. "I have a question." "I am learning English, so please speak slowly." These sentences are very useful because they help you survive real conversations. When you know these sentences, you feel safer. When you feel safer, you speak more. Let's practice some of these useful sentences now. Repeat after me. Can you say that again? Again. Can you say that again? Please speak slowly. Again. Please speak slowly. I am still learning English. Again. I am still learning English. Let me think for a moment. Again. Let me think for a moment. I have a question. Again. I have a question. I am not sure. Again. I am not sure. That sounds good. Again. That sounds good. I will try my best. Again. I will try my best. Very good. These are small sentences, but they can give you confidence in real conversations. So your first job is simple. For the next few days, do not try to learn everything. Do not make English heavy. Make English daily. Speak about your morning. Speak about your work. Speak about your food. Speak about your feelings. Speak about your plans. Repeat useful sentences. Ask yourself simple questions and answer them out loud. Record your voice for 1 minute if you can. Listen to it without judging yourself. Do not say, "My English is bad." Say, "My English is growing." This small change in your thinking is very powerful. You are not here to judge yourself. You are here to train yourself. And remember, the first days may feel slow. That is normal. When you start exercising, your body feels tired. When you start speaking English every day, your mind may feel tired too. But after some days, the same sentences become easier. Your mouth remembers them. Your brain finds them faster. Your confidence becomes stronger. This is the real beginning of fluency. Not perfection, not speed, not big words, just daily movement, just useful practice, just one honest sentence after another. Now let's continue with another powerful idea for your 30-day fluency journey. If you want to speak English more naturally, you must stop practicing only difficult English and start practicing useful English again and again. Useful English is the English you need in real life. It is the English you use when you meet someone, when you answer a question, when you explain your day, when you ask for help, when you talk about your feelings, when you make plans, when you describe a problem, or when you share your opinion. This is the English that makes you feel confident because it is connected to real situations. Many learners spend too much time collecting new words, but they do not spend enough time using the words they already know. They learn the word important, but they do not practice saying, "This is important to me." They learn the word busy, but they do not practice saying, "I was busy today." They learn the word problem, but they do not practice saying, "I have a small problem." They learn the word improve, but they do not practice saying, "I want to improve my English speaking." So the word stays alone in the mind. It does not become speaking power. To speak fluently, you must turn words into sentences, and then you must turn sentences into daily speaking habits. Let's practice this together. Repeat after me. This is important to me. Again, this is important to me. I was busy today. Again, I was busy today. I have a small problem. Again, I have a small problem. I want to improve my English speaking. Again, I want to improve my English speaking. Good. Now listen to how these sentences feel. They are simple. They are clear. They are useful. You can use them in normal life. This is the kind of English you should repeat every day. During your 30 days, I want you to practice English in small daily situations. Do not wait until you have a big conversation. Create small conversations with yourself. For example, when you are choosing what to eat, ask yourself, "What do I want to eat?" Then answer, "I want something simple today." When you are going outside, ask yourself, "What do I need to take with me?" Then answer, "I need my phone, my keys, and my wallet." When you are tired, ask yourself, "How do I feel right now?" Then answer, "I feel tired, but I can continue." This simple question and answer practice is very powerful because real conversations are mostly questions and answers. Let's practice this now. Repeat after me. What do I want to eat? Again, what do I want to eat? I want something simple today. Again, I want something simple today. What do I need to take with me? Again, what do I need to take with me? I need my phone, my keys, and my wallet. Again, I need my phone, my keys, and my wallet. How do I feel right now? Again, how do I feel right now? I feel tired, but I can continue. Again, I feel tired, but I can continue. Excellent. This is how you train your brain to respond in English. Another important habit is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen to a sentence and repeat it as clearly as you can. You do not only repeat the words, you also try to copy the rhythm, the pauses, and the natural feeling of the sentence. Shadowing helps your mouth become more comfortable with English. It helps your ears notice English sounds. It helps your brain remember useful phrases. And most importantly, it helps you stop thinking too much while speaking. When you repeat the same sentence many times, it starts to feel easier. It starts to feel more automatic. But remember, shadowing should not feel like pressure. You do not need to copy perfectly. You only need to practice. First, listen. Then repeat slowly. Then repeat again with more flow. Then use the same sentence with your own life. For example, if you hear the sentence, I need to finish my work today, repeat it. Then change it. Say, I need to finish my homework today. Or, I need to finish my English practice today. Or, I need to finish this lesson today. This is how one sentence becomes many sentences. Let's try it. Repeat after me. I need to finish my work today. Again. I need to finish my work today. Now change it. I need to finish my English practice today. Again. I need to finish my English practice today. Now say, I need to finish this lesson today. Again. I need to finish this lesson today. Good. Now another sentence. Repeat after me. I am trying to speak more clearly. Again. I am trying to speak more clearly. Now change it. I am trying to listen more carefully. Again. I am trying to listen more carefully. Now say, I am trying to improve every day. Again. I am trying to improve every day. This method is simple, but it is very strong. Listen, repeat, change, and use. When you learn a sentence, do not leave it alone. Make it yours. Use it with your own life. If you hear, I had a busy day, say, I had a busy morning. Say, I had a busy week. Say, I had a busy schedule. If you hear, I am not sure what to do. Say, I am not sure what to say. Say, I am not sure where to go. Say, I am not sure how to explain this. This kind of practice teaches you flexibility. And flexibility is a big part of fluency. Now, let's practice flexibility with one useful phrase. Repeat after me. I am not sure what to do. Again, I am not sure what to do. I am not sure what to say. Again, I am not sure what to say. I am not sure where to go. Again, I am not sure where to go. I am not sure how to explain this. Again, I am not sure how to explain this. Good. Now use another phrase. Repeat after me. I think this is a good idea. Again, I think this is a good idea. I think this is helpful. Again, I think this is helpful. I think this is important. Again, I think this is important. I think this is possible. Again, I think this is possible. When you practice like this every day, you slowly stop translating word by word. Many learners translate because their brain has not practiced enough English patterns. They think of a sentence in their own language, and then they try to build it in English. This takes time. It makes speaking slow. It makes you nervous. But when you repeat useful English patterns again and again, your brain begins to remember full chunks of English. Instead of thinking word by word, you begin speaking in groups of words. This is why phrases are so important. For example, instead of thinking about every single word, you can remember phrases like, I feel like, I would like to, I am going need to, I have to, I am trying to, I am looking for, I am interested in. These phrases help you begin sentences quickly. When you can begin quickly, speaking feels easier. Many learners stop at the beginning of a sentence because they do not know how to start. But if you know useful sentence starters, you can begin with more confidence. Let's practice some sentence starters now. Repeat after me. I feel like practicing today. Again, I feel like practicing today. I would like to speak better. Again, I would like to speak better. I am going to study for 10 minutes. Again, I am going to study for 10 minutes. I need to improve my pronunciation. Again, I need to improve my pronunciation. I have to be patient with myself. Again, I have to be patient with myself. I am trying to speak more naturally. Again, I am trying to speak more naturally. I am looking for better ways to practice. Again, I am looking for better ways to practice. I am interested in learning real-life English. Again, I am interested in learning real-life English. Now let's make this more practical. Imagine you are talking to someone about your English learning. You do not need to give a long, perfect speech. You can say, I am trying to improve my English speaking. I practice a little every day. Sometimes I make mistakes, but I am getting better. I want to speak more naturally and feel more confident. This is simple, but it sounds real. It tells your story. It helps you express yourself. Let's repeat it slowly. I am trying to improve my English speaking. I practice a little every day. Sometimes I make mistakes, but I am getting better. I want to speak more naturally and feel more confident. Now say it again. But this time, imagine you are really talking to someone. I am trying to improve my English speaking. I practice a little every day. Sometimes I make mistakes, but I am getting better. I want to speak more naturally and feel more confident. Good. This is not just practice. This is real communication. You are learning to talk about yourself in English. And when you can talk about yourself, you can connect with people. During the second week of your 30-day practice, I want you to add one new habit. Every day, choose one small topic and speak about it for 3 minutes. The topic can be very simple. Talk about your morning. Talk about your favorite food. Talk about your work. Talk about your family. Talk about your weekend. Talk about a place you like. Talk about something you want to learn. Do not write a perfect script, just speak. If you stop, start again. If you forget a word, use another word. If your sentence is not perfect, keep going. The goal is not perfect English. The goal is speaking movement. For example, if your topic is food, you can say, I like simple food. In the morning, I usually drink tea. Sometimes I eat bread or eggs. I like food that is easy to make. I do not like very heavy food in the morning. My favorite food is something warm and fresh. This is enough. You are speaking. You are using real words. You are making sentences. You are training fluency. Let's practice a small topic together. The topic is your daily routine. Repeat after me. My daily routine is simple. Again, my daily routine is simple. I wake up in the morning and get ready. Again, I wake up in the morning and get ready. I check my phone and start my work. Again, I check my phone and start my work. During the day, I try to stay focused. Again, during the day, I try to stay focused. In the evening, I practice English. Again, in the evening, I practice English. At night, I rest and prepare for tomorrow. Again, at night, I rest and prepare for tomorrow. Very good. Now connect the full answer. My daily routine is simple. I wake up in the morning and get ready. I check my phone and start my work. During the day, I try to stay focused. In the evening, I practice English. At night, I rest and prepare for tomorrow. This is exactly the kind of speaking you should do every day. Choose a simple topic. Speak slowly. Use easy sentences. Repeat the same topic for several days if you need to. You do not always need new topics. Repetition is not a problem. Repetition is training. The more you talk about the same topic, the easier it becomes. After some days, you will speak about your daily routine more smoothly. Then you can add more details. You can say what time you wake up, what you eat, where you go, how you feel, and what you want to change. Your answer will grow naturally. Another powerful practice is recording your voice. I know this can feel uncomfortable. Many learners do not like hearing their own voice. They feel shy. They notice every mistake. They think, my pronunciation is bad. But recording is not for judging yourself. Recording is for noticing your progress. If you record 1 minute of English on day 1, and then record again on day 10, and then again on day 30, you will hear a difference. Maybe your sentences will be smoother. Maybe your voice will sound calmer. Maybe you will pause less. Maybe you will feel less afraid. This is progress, and progress gives confidence. So try this simple recording practice. Ask yourself one question every day and record your answer. The question can be, how was my day? Or what did I learn today? Or what do I want to improve? Speak for 1 minute. Do not stop the recording because of mistakes. Keep going. After recording, listen once. Choose one thing you did well and one thing you can improve. Maybe you spoke clearly. Good. Maybe you paused too much. That is okay. Tomorrow, try again. This is how you become your own coach. Let's practice a recording answer now. Imagine the question is, what did I learn today? You can say, today, I learned that fluency comes from daily practice. I do not need to speak perfectly. I need to speak regularly. I can use simple sentences to talk about my life. I can repeat useful phrases and slowly become more confident. Repeat after me slowly. Today, I learned that fluency comes from daily practice. Again, today, I learned that fluency comes from daily practice. I do not need to speak perfectly. Again, I do need to speak perfectly. I need to speak regularly. Again, I need to speak regularly. I can use simple sentences to talk about my life. Again, I can use simple sentences to talk about my life. I can repeat useful phrases and slowly become more confident. Again, I can repeat useful phrases and slowly become more confident. My friend, this is how your English changes in 30 days. Not by pressure, not by fear, not by waiting for perfect confidence. Your English changes when you show up every day and use it. Some days will feel easy. Some days will feel difficult. Some days you will speak more. Some days you will speak only a little. But if you keep the habit alive, you are still moving. And when you keep moving for 30 days, English becomes less scary. Speaking becomes more familiar. Your voice becomes stronger. Your confidence becomes more real. Now let's move deeper into the next part of your 30-day practice. After you begin speaking about your day, repeating useful phrases, asking yourself simple questions, and recording your voice, the next step is to build speaking confidence in real situations. Because fluency is not only about knowing sentences. Fluency is also about feeling calm enough to use those sentences when you need them. Many learners know English, but when someone suddenly asks them a question, they panic. Their heart beats faster. Their mind becomes empty. They forget even simple words. This happens because the brain is not yet used to responding in English under pressure. So we need to train response practice. Response practice means you hear a question and answer it quickly with simple English. Your answer does not need to be long. It does not need to be perfect. It only needs to come out. For example, if someone asks, "How are you?" you can say, "I'm good, thank you." If someone asks, "What are you doing?" you can say, "I'm working right now." If someone asks, "Are you busy?" you can say, "Yes, a little, but I can talk for a minute." These answers are simple, but they help you stay inside the conversation. The goal is not to impress people. The goal is to respond without freezing. Let's practice quick answers now. Repeat after me. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. Again. I'm doing well, thank you. What are you doing right now? I'm practicing English right now. Again. I'm practicing English right now. Are you busy today? Yes, I'm a little busy today. Again. Yes, I'm a little busy today. What did you do yesterday? I worked and practiced English. Again. I worked and practiced English. What will you do tomorrow? I will continue my practice. Again. I will continue my practice. Good. These answers are short, but they are useful. Short answers can keep a conversation alive. During the third week of your 30-day journey, I want you to practice answering 5 simple questions every day. Choose questions that people ask in normal life. How was your day? What are you doing? What do you like to do in your free time? What did you eat today? What are your plans for tomorrow? Answer each question out loud. First, give a short answer. Then, if you can, add one more sentence. For example, if the question is, how was your day? First say, it was good. Then add, I had some work, but I also practiced English. This is how your answers grow naturally. Let's practice one answer slowly. Repeat after me. My day was good. Again. My day was good. I had some work to do. Again. I had some work to do. I felt a little tired. Again. I felt a little tired, but I still practiced English. Again. But I still practiced English. I am happy because I did not give up. Again. I am happy because I did not give up. Now connect the full answer. My day was good. I had some work to do. I felt a little tired, but I still practiced English. I am happy because I did not give up. This is a very important point. Fluency grows when you add small details. At first, your answer may be 1 sentence. Then it becomes 2 sentences. Then 3. Then 4. You do not need to jump from silence to long speeches. You grow slowly. You can say, I like English. Then you can add, I like English because it helps me connect with more people. Then you can add, sometimes speaking is difficult for me, but I am trying to practice every day. Now you have a real answer. It is simple, honest, and natural. Let's practice building an answer. Repeat after me. I like learning English. Again. I like learning English. I like learning English because it helps me connect with people. Again, I like learning English because it helps me connect with people. Sometimes speaking is difficult for me. Again, sometimes speaking is difficult for me, but I am trying to practice every day. Again, but I am trying to practice every day. I believe I can improve step by step. Again, I believe I can improve step by step. Good. Now say the full answer slowly. I like learning English because it helps me connect with people. Sometimes speaking is difficult for me, but I am trying to practice every day. I believe I can improve step by step. Now let's talk about pronunciation. Many learners worry too much about having a perfect accent, but your first goal should not be a perfect accent. Your first goal should be clear pronunciation. Clear pronunciation means people can understand you. You can still have your own accent and speak clearly. You do not need to erase your identity. You need to make your words easy to hear. To improve pronunciation, slow down. Open your mouth a little more. Finish the final sounds of important words. Repeat useful sentences. Listen carefully to rhythm. English is not only words. English has music. It rises, falls, pauses, and connects. Let's practice clear pronunciation with simple sentences. Repeat after me slowly. I want to speak clearly. Again, I want to speak clearly. I will slow down when I speak. Again, I will slow down when I speak. I will finish my words. Again, I will finish my words. I will speak with calm confidence. Again, I will speak with calm confidence. Very good. Now say this sentence with a natural rhythm. I want to speak clearly, so I will slow down and stay calm. Again, I want to speak clearly, so I will slow down and stay calm. Another helpful habit is learning to pause. Many learners think fluency means no pauses, but natural speakers pause too. They pause to think. They pause to choose words. They pause to make meaning clear. The problem is not pausing. The problem is panicking during the pause. So when you need time, use a simple phrase. You can say, "Let me think for a second." You can say, "That's a good question." You can say, "I'm not sure, but I think." These phrases give your brain time. They help you stay calm. They make you sound more natural. Let's practice thinking phrases. Repeat after me. Let me think for a second. Again. Let me think for a second. That's a good question. Again. That's a good question. I'm not sure, but I think it's possible. Again. I'm not sure, but I think it's possible. I need a moment to explain this. Again. I need a moment to explain this. Good. These phrases are like bridges. They help you move from silence to speaking. When you do not know what to say immediately, use a bridge phrase. Then continue with simple English. Now let's talk about the final week of your 30-day practice. In the final week, you should begin combining everything. Speak about your day. Repeat useful phrases. Practice questions and answers. Record your voice. Use bridge phrases. Build longer answers. And also try small, real conversations if possible. You can speak with a friend, a classmate, a teacher, or even an online speaking partner. But if you do not have a partner, do not worry. You can still practice alone. You can imagine a conversation and answer both sides. This may feel funny at first, but it works because it trains your response speed. For example, imagine a simple conversation. Someone says, "Hi, how are you?" You answer, "I'm good, thank you. How about you?" They say, "I'm good too." "What are you doing today?" You answer, "Today I'm working and practicing English." They say, "Why are you learning English?" You answer, "I'm learning English because I want to speak more confidently and understand people better." This is a real conversation pattern. Practice it many times. Change the answers. Make it about your life. Let's practice it now. Repeat after me. "Hi, how are you?" Again. "Hi, how are you?" "I'm good, thank you." "How about you?" Again. "I'm good, thank you." "How about you?" "What are you doing today?" Again. "What are you doing today?" "Today, I'm working and practicing English." Again. "Today, I'm working and practicing English." "Why are you learning English?" Again. "Why are you learning English?" "I'm learning English because I want to speak more confidently." Again. "I'm learning English because I want to speak more confidently." Excellent. This kind of practice prepares you for real speaking moments. By the end of 30 days, I want you to look back and notice your effort. Maybe you will still make mistakes. That is normal. Maybe you will still forget words sometimes. That is normal. Maybe you will still feel nervous in some conversations. That is normal too. But you will have something very important. You will have a habit. You will have proof that you can practice every day. You will have sentences in your mouth, not only in your notebook. You will have more confidence because you did not just think about English. You used English. So do not ask, "Can I become perfect in 30 days?" Ask a better question. "Can I become more active in 30 days? Yes, you can. Can I speak more than before? Yes, you can. Can I feel more comfortable with daily English? Yes, you can. Can I build a habit that changes my future? Yes, absolutely. 30 days is a beginning. It is not the end. It is the doorway. When you complete 30 days of daily practice, do not stop. Continue. Make English part of your life. Keep speaking about your day. Keep repeating useful phrases. Keep recording your voice. Keep answering questions. Keep building your English voice. And whenever you feel discouraged, remember this. You do not need to be perfect to speak. You need to be brave enough to begin. You do not need to know every word. You need to use the words you know. You do not need to speak fast. You need to speak clearly. You do not need to compare yourself with others. You need to compare yourself with who you were yesterday. If yesterday you spoke one sentence, today speak two. If last week you were silent, this week speak for 1 minute. If last month you felt afraid, this month take one small step forward. This is progress. This is confidence. This is how fluent English begins. Now take one calm breath and repeat these final practice sentences with me. I can improve my English in 30 days. Again. I can improve my English in 30 days. I will practice with simple sentences. Again. I will practice with simple sentences. I will speak about my real life. Again. I will speak about my real life. I will not wait for perfect confidence. Again. I will not wait for perfect confidence. I will build confidence through practice. Again. I will build confidence through practice. I am becoming a better English speaker every day. Again. I am becoming a better English speaker every day. Hold on to that feeling. Your English journey does not need to be heavy. It can be simple. It can be steady. It can be part of your normal day. Every morning sentence, every small answers, every repeated phrase, every 1-minute recording, every brave mistake, and every honest attempt is helping you move forward. Speak slowly, speak clearly, speak daily, and little by little, your English will stop feeling like something you are chasing and start feeling like something you are living. Now let's make your 30-day fluency plan even more practical so you know exactly what to do when you finish listening to this lesson. Many learners feel motivated while watching a video, but after the video ends, they do not know what action to take. So I want you to make your practice very clear and very easy. Do not create a heavy plan that feels impossible. Create a simple plan that you can actually follow. Remember, the best English routine is not the most difficult routine. The best English routine is the routine you can repeat every day. For the first 10 days, your main focus is daily life speaking. Every day, choose 3 moments from your real life and speak about them in English. In the morning, say what you are going to do. In the afternoon, say what you are doing. At night, say what you did. This is simple, but it trains your English in a complete way. You practice future sentences, present sentences, and past sentences. You can say, today, I am going to work and practice English. Later, you can say, I am working now and I am trying to stay focused. At night, you can say, today, I worked, rested, and practiced English for 10 minutes. If you do this every day, your brain will start connecting English with real life. Let's practice this daily routine now. Repeat after me. Today, I am going to practice English. Again. Today, I am going to practice English. I am going to speak for 10 minutes. Again. I am going to speak for 10 minutes. I am practicing English right now. Again. I am practicing English right now. I am speaking slowly and clearly. Again. I am speaking slowly and clearly. Today, I practiced English. Again. Today, I practiced English. I use simple sentences. Again, I use simple sentences. I feel proud because I continued. Again. I feel proud because I continued. For days 11 to 20, your focus should be sentence expansion. This means you take one short sentence and make it longer by adding small details. For example, you can start with, I am tired. Then you can expand it and say, I am tired because I had a busy day. Then you can make it more natural and say, I am tired because I had a busy day. but I still want to practice English for a few minutes. This is how your speaking becomes stronger. You do not need to jump directly into long speaking. You grow your sentences slowly. Let's practice sentence expansion together. Repeat after me. I am learning English. Again. I am learning English. I am learning English because I want to speak better. Again. I am learning English because I want to speak better. I am learning English because I want to speak better and feel more confident. Again. I am learning English because I want to speak better and feel more confident. Very good. Now another one. Repeat after me. I had a busy day. Again. I had a busy day. I had a busy day, but I still practiced English. Again. I had a busy day, but I still practiced English. I had a busy day, but I still practiced English because my goal is important to me. Again. I had a busy day, but I still practiced English because my goal is important to me. For days 21 to 30, your focus should be real speaking confidence. This is the time to practice small conversations, quick answers, and personal opinions. You can ask yourself simple questions and answer them out loud. You can say, "What do I think about this?" Then answer, "I think this is helpful because it gives me more practice." You can ask, "What is difficult for me in English?" Then answer, "Speaking quickly is difficult for me, but I am improving slowly." You can ask, "What is my goal this month?" Then answer, "My goal is to speak English every day and become more confident." This kind of practice prepares you for real communication because it teaches you to answer with your own thoughts. Let's practice personal answers now. Repeat after me. My goal is to speak English more fluently. Again. My goal is to speak English more fluently. Speaking is difficult sometimes, but I can improve. Again. Speaking is difficult sometimes, but I can improve. I do not need perfect English to communicate. Again. I do not need perfect English to communicate. I can use simple words and clear sentences. Again. I can use simple words and clear sentences. I can become more confident through daily practice. Again. I can become more confident through daily practice. Now I want you to remember the power of small wins. A small win is when you do one simple thing successfully. Maybe you speak English for 5 minutes. That is a small win. Maybe you answer one question without stopping. That is a small win. Maybe you record your voice even though you feel shy. That is a small win. Maybe you make a mistake and continue speaking. That is a very important win. These small wins build confidence. Confidence is not something you suddenly receive one day. Confidence is built when you prove to yourself, again and again, that you can take action. Many learners lose motivation because they only look at what they cannot do. They say, "I still cannot speak fast. I still forget words. I still make grammar semantics. I still feel nervous." But my friend, I want you to also look at what you can do now. Can you say more sentences than before? Can you understand more than before? Can you repeat more clearly than before? Can you practice more regularly than before? Can you continue even after mistakes? This is progress. Do not ignore your progress just because you are not perfect yet. Let's practice a confidence answer together. Repeat after me. I am not perfect, but I am improving. Again. I am not perfect, but I am improving. I still make mistakes, but I keep speaking. Again. I still make mistakes, but I keep speaking. I still forget some words, but I find another way to explain my idea. Again, I still forget some words, but I find another way to explain my idea. I am becoming stronger because I practice every day. Again, I am becoming stronger because I practice every day. Another important skill is learning how to continue when you forget a word. This happens to every learner. You want to say something, but one word disappears from your mind. When this happens, do not stop completely. Use another word. Explain the idea in a simple way. For example, if you forget the word appointment, you can say, I have a meeting with the doctor. If you forget the word expensive, you can say, it costs a lot of money. If you forget the word comfortable, you can say, it feels good and easy. This is real speaking skill. Fluency does not mean you always know the perfect word. Fluency means you can keep going. Let's practice this skill. Repeat after me. I forgot the word, but I can explain it. Again. I forgot the word, but I can explain it. I can use simple words. Again. I can use simple words. I can say it in another way. Again, I can say it in another way. I do not need to stop completely. Again, I do not need to stop completely. I can keep the conversation moving. Again, I can keep the conversation moving. Good. This is one of the most important habits for real fluency. Now imagine that after 30 days, someone asks you, how did you improve your English? You can answer with confidence. You can say, I improved my English by practicing every day. I spoke about my daily life. I repeated useful sentences. I recorded my voice. I answered simple questions. I made mistakes, but I did not stop. I learned that fluency grows when I use English, not only when I study it. This answer is simple, natural, and strong. Let's practice it slowly. I improved my English by practicing every day. I spoke about my daily life. I repeated useful sentences. I recorded my voice. I answered simple questions. I made mistakes, but I did not stop. I learned that fluency grows when I use English, not only when I study it. This is the heart of your 30-day plan. Use English every day. Speak about your real life. Repeat useful phrases. Expand simple sentences. Answer questions. Record your voice. Continue after mistakes. Celebrate small wins. And most importantly, do not wait until you feel confident. Practice first, and confidence will grow. Your English voice becomes stronger when you use it. Your mouth becomes smoother when you train it. Your brain becomes faster when it hears and speaks the same useful patterns again and again. So when you begin your 30 days, do not make the plan too complicated. Day by day, speak. Day by day, repeat. Day by day, listen to yourself. Day by day, improve one small thing. Maybe today you improve one sentence. Tomorrow you improve one answer. Next week you speak a little longer. By the end of the month, you will have something more valuable than a perfect lesson. You will have a speaking habit, and that habit can continue for the next month, and the next month, and the next month. This is how English becomes part of your life. Remember this final practice thought. You are not trying to become a different person in 30 days. You are trying to become a more active version of yourself. You already have the ability to learn. You already have words inside your mind. You already understand more than you think. Now your job is to bring that English out, one sentence at a time. Speak when it feels easy. Speak when it feels difficult. Speak when you feel ready. Speak when you do not feel ready. Because every time you speak, you are training. And every time you train, your fluency has a chance to grow. Thank you so much for staying with me until the end of this lesson. I truly hope this practice helped you feel more confident, more relaxed, and more ready to speak English every day. Remember, you do not need perfect English to begin. You do not need a perfect accent, a perfect routine, or a perfect moment. You only need a small daily habit and the courage to use the English you already know. If you speak a little today, and then a little tomorrow, and then a little again the next day, your confidence will grow naturally. So, after this lesson, do not just close the video and forget everything. Choose one simple action. Speak about your day for 2 minutes. Repeat 5 useful sentences. Record your voice for 1 minute. Ask yourself one question and answer it in English. Keep it simple, but keep it daily. This is how your English voice becomes stronger. This is how your mouth becomes more comfortable. This is how your brain learns to think faster in English. And if you made mistakes during today's practice, that is okay. Mistakes mean you are trying. Pauses mean you are thinking. Slow speaking means you are training. Do not be hard on yourself. Be proud that you showed up. Be proud that you practiced. Be proud that you are taking steps toward the English speaker you want to become. If this lesson was helpful for you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and come back again for more simple, clear, and useful English practice. Keep practicing every day, keep speaking with confidence, and remember, your English can improve one sentence at a time. I'm Jack Ma, and I'll see you in the next lesson.